You gonna give me like a 3, 2, 1 action?
Oh, I mean, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for another wonderful episode of Neon Valley Pod.
Cut. Unbelievable.
What are you talking about?
Okay, it wasn't bad.
Okay,
Right, but this time, do it like a little bit more. Do it a little bit more like you're a mom that just got off work, right? And you're telling the kids, the kids, I'm just sick of it, But also, dinner will be on the table, and I love you. Don't worry. Okay. No.
Okay.
Now, 3, 2, 1, action.
Dinner will be ready in about 5 minutes, sweetie.
Breathtaking. Fucking phenomenal. My God. All right. Now this time.
I'll take my. Okay. Yeah.
Delete that film. So this time, could you intro the show, but a little bit more like your Tsuku? And this is the Neon Valley Podcast. Try it that way. Let's try it like that. Okay. 3, 2, 1, action.
Welcome everybody to the Neon Valley Podcast. It's your boy Tsuku with his boy Skorge. How are you doing today, Skorge?
I'm doing incredible, man. It's like watching lightning in a bottle happen. That was amazing.
I really tapped into my inner Tsuku.
You did. I'm proud of you. And I'm great. My name is Skorge.
We would love for you to join us on our magical journey. We have a Discord for you to join. We have a Reddit. And all of these wonderful links can be found in the description below at Neon Valley Pod. Get your pod today.
Did you grow up with that moving service? Do you remember, like, everywhere around town there was just the pod moving service?
Oh, yeah. It was just like called Pod. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it was a national brand because I think I remember that in California.
Yeah, I think they're everywhere. For some reason, that always stuck out to me because I always like to think that it was like some kind of nefarious business that's actually keeping people inside of their pods. Like they're all around. Pod? I love the idea of fake businesses. It's one of my favorite things. Because what confuses me the most is when there's a business that like nobody goes to, and yet there's hundreds of them. Like there's one out in Vegas. I'll shout it out. Like what's it called? Like Aunt Joni's, or like it's a kind of mini casino kind of place.
Oh, Joni's. It's
Joni's,
yeah, it's a bar. Here's the thing. I know the exact kind of people that go to bars like that. It's Audrey's mom.
Hey, she listens to this podcast, okay? You can't do that. I'm just kidding. No,
and Audrey's mom, thank you so much for listening.
No, neither of them do. You're fine. No, it's true. I mean, Alex is the type of person who goes to Joni's. Let's just be completely honest.
Jackpot Joni's.
Jackpot Joni's. That's it.
I was like, it's something Joni's. It was Joni's.
Yeah, the lore of Jackpot Joni's is kind of confusing to me. Jump boot Jimmy's.
Well, there's the cinematic Jackpot Joni's universe, and then there's the manga. But then there's also the Western comics, because there was a comic serialization. Marvel, DC were arguing over it. They decided to go independent instead of selling out. Brilliant idea, because they made way more money that way. There was the book series, the whole feud with Tolkien, which was really confusing.
Well, they shouldn't have used Frodo. That's obvious. They shouldn't have used Frodo.
You got to be a little bit of a rebel sometimes. They use Jesus all the time.
True,
I don't hear the Bible complaining.
Yeah, and they do go through universes. The whole point is that they were in the Lord of the Rings universe. Believe me, I get it. I get it.
Okay.
As long, I'm on board. I just needed to make sure. I remember now. I do.
Followed.
I know I started this by saying I didn't get it, but you know what? I get it now.
Again, it's like FNAF. It just needs to be laid out, and it makes way more sense.
It's like what?
FNAF?
Have you always said it like that? You have like an emphasis between... You say like FNAF. You know what I mean? Like I always just say FNAF. No, FNAF. FNAF. If it's FNAF. FNAF. Yeah. What is
it's
FNAF?
If you want to play FNAF.
There's no U in it. It's not FNAF.
All right, let's talk about American words.
Oh,
and
etymology.
how many letters are in every word? Because there's some goddamn words that don't make no goddamn sense. What, you know which word?
Go ahead, list them out for me. All right, that's a good start. That's a good start. The next word, Fortnite. Don't make no sense to me. Q. Oh.
Q has 5 letters and is represented by one word.
Well, why does nobody talk about the fact that 80% of letters end in E? B, C, D, E, G. I could continue, but I won't, okay?
Z.
Half the letters end in E. That's my new conspiracy. What?
You remind me of like a whiter Pedro Pascal. You're like Peter Pascal.
Peter Pascal? Who the fuck is Pedro Pascal? Is that the E guy? Is that the I'm Ian guy?
No, Pedro Pascal? The Mandalorian?
Oh, Pascal?
The Last of Us?
Pedro Pascal?
Pallet Town? Sure. Yes, I love that guy.
Because
he's a great actor.
I think Pasquale is someone else.
Is Pasquale someone else? Okay, so maybe I'm confusing their last name with Pascal. Okay.
Yes, Pascal.
I thought it was a fancy. Okay, gotcha. All right, okay. I thought it had like cursive in it, but okay.
Because I'm thinking like, isn't something Pasquale? Isn't that the guy who did the old joke, like the stand-up bit? Hey, are you Ian? No, I'm Pablo. Yeah, Pablo Pasquale.
That's even funnier. No, that was.
I'm a white paid. Okay, first of all, I will take that because I think he won like sexiest man of the year last year or something, and I mean he's daddy, so I'll take that.
I think yeah.
I'll take it. But what about me? What about me? What do I look like? A guy who could
you have the same beard. You're even like the chin shape is similar. Yeah, I mean even he has like a thicker mustache here. Gets a little bit thinner as it goes down.
I just like the idea. Oh, you mean the lack of beard? Yeah.
That's exactly because it's not there.
Yeah, it's the scruff. All right, I appreciate that. You remind me of a young Dave Franco, if I do say so myself.
I fucking hate you. You know I'm James Franco.
Okay, do you want to be now after everything that's come out? Shouldn't you be happy?
I'm not gonna lie. I can't keep up. Is he in hot water?
This was years ago. He was like Instagram DMing 14-year-olds or something and being like, "You're hot,"
damn it.
Or some shit like that.
Let's go with Dave.
Ding, we won in the end. Told you, I'm Dave. I still haven't watched that, by the way.
Here's the thing. There's gonna be episodes that are really gonna hurt. I'm gonna say that right now. For anybody who's thought about watching the show, I will say if you are someone who is artistically inclined, especially in the music sphere, watch it. If you are someone who's really considered, I want to come up, I want to try to make it. It is such an amazing show. Highly recommend to everyone.
Want to come up? Well, by that we should clarify that he means in the scene.
Your penis.
Oh, hi, I'm Dave. He does sing about his penis a lot.
He does.
His newest album wasn't the best. I did listen to some of it. Didn't listen to the whole thing. Was it Zenith?
Yeah. There was
Penith. I think it's called
Penith. That's right, Penith. Yeah. There was a couple songs on it that were from the actual series, which again was so great, right? So the season would go, you'd have an episode, it focuses kind of around a theme. There's a song for that. They're doing kind of a music video throughout the scene, but it's broken up over the entire episode. And so then that becomes the entire music video as a whole. So the one where it was
that's cool.
Where he's talking about the girl when he was in like middle school and his like love for her. Like I think that was an incredible storytelling song.
Yeah.
Again, the episode incredibly done. So highly recommend Dave.
Is that the one with the potato line? Sorry. Is it
potato line?
Actually, maybe this was from his last album. Now I can't remember where he's like I never knew I liked potatoes. I always hated them when I was young, but now I like mashed potatoes. They're my favorite potato. I'm not even exaggerating. That's exactly what. And I love it because it's fucking. Maybe that wasn't on Zenith. I don't think that was. I don't know.
It definitely wasn't at least from this album, but highly recommend Dave.
I should check it out. I do have to check it out. And I'm sure that the songs that I didn't really resonate with would probably make more sense in context with something like the show.
Absolutely, yeah.
I watched the first episode of Fallout.
How was that?
It's actually pretty good. You know, as far as like video game adaptations go, they're like finally starting to figure it out.
That's good. I think, what was the one that everybody got excited about? Sonic. I think Sonic was a one that they were able to figure out and do well.
Yeah, I still haven't seen the second one. Don't let Gerbils know. He'll fucking slaughter me.
Mario. I even think they did a good job with Mario.
It was what it had to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whether or not people think like
thing.
this was a great cinematic movie, it wasn't trying to be. It was a movie that felt like the video games, and I got what I wanted from it.
Yeah.
But there's still one I can't believe I can't put the name on it.
With Pedro Pascal?
I mean, Last of Us was really good. I feel like there was a movie though that was done well within the past
5
2 years.
NAF?
No, not that. Stop it.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. What? But look at the games. What the fuck were they supposed to do?
Just remember,
for what they were given.
Didn't you rate?
I gave it like a 5. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I know you rated. I think Wally's Wonderland. Did you rate it higher than FNAF? I thought FNAF got dropped.
There's a good chance. I'm basing this on the scale of video game adaptations. Okay, it's not that bad for a video game adaptation. That doesn't mean anything though. That's like. It's like being the... Okay?
I don't know if we can say that.
I'll about that whole thing. Don't you worry.
It should be the...
So it sounds way worse. Yeah, it's just like it'll actually probably be worse being it, if I'm being honest, with some of the syllables that I said. I don't know. But fair. I'm still going to do it.
So there's something that I need to show you. Because as a father, there are things you're gonna have to deal with.
I'm not
right?
a father.
One of these things, one day.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm getting you pregnant.
Do you know something I don't know?
One day, you're gonna have a toy. These toys are gonna make sounds. They're gonna be musically inclined. It's gonna be cheap, whatever. You're gonna be like, okay, I get it. But every now and then, you're gonna hear something that pisses you off, and you're.
Wait, you hit your microphone and it shut it off. Hold on. It's always cuts off right when you're like, and it's gonna piss you off.
It is going to piss you off.
Oh God. All right. Well, hold on. I'm into it.
Okay, so
I'm kind of into it. I kind of like this. Oh, that's sick. All right, hold on.
Cool,
Did that just light up?
Let me make sure. Oh yeah, the whole thing lights up. Everything lights up now. All right, so ready? And I need to figure out which one of these triggers. There's multiple songs and tunes it does. So, for example, that's not a song. Oh, those are numbers. I see. Okay.
So far, loving this thing. It's not picking it up.
No?
No, it's actually not picking it up at all. I'm surprised. Like, even a little bit.
Like, this is right.
Dude, it's like fucking black magic because it can hear you. It heard your voice when you were talking.
Like I'm talking and this is happening in front of my voice.
You can't hear it at all. I.
Right. Sure, SM7B is not sponsoring this episode, but god damn it, they should be because holy shit. This thing is going off like making noise at the same volume I am.
Okay, for people listening. And not watching.
I don't know how to explain
this. He just held this controller, this toy, up to his mouth and spoke through it while it was playing music into his microphone. What the fuck? I'm assuming it was playing music. I don't even have proof.
The speaker is right now in front of the microphone.
Bro, it's making you sound like a robot.
Are you? Wait, seriously?
It's like it's somehow combining the frequencies. It's like only picking up your voice, but then mixing it with.
All right.
I don't know what just happened. That was the coolest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life.
All right. So apparently, I've been outsmarted by the systems and the computers.
This toy is gaslighting you.
Yeah. No, this toy is straight up gaslight. So this is the problem, right? The rhyme scheme they use for one of their songs, because now I have to explain it.
Wait, there's words in it.
That's what I'm saying. It's talking. This toy is talking, and it's making me look stupid right now.
It really is, dude. I can't hear anything. Okay, what are the lines? What are the lines? You gotta lay it on me.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy, just wait. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's. God damn it! I'm so mad. I needed to play it because.
Dude, this is like the scene in a horror movie when someone's trying to convince someone that the toy is possessed, and it's
it's haunted, and I'm like, no, I
you can't prove it. And I'm like sitting here like, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Because all week I've been telling Amanda I can't wait to show Tyler this because I'm so fucking tired of the fucking they fucked up the rhyme scheme on it.
Oh my god. This is my favorite thing in the world. This is like Chucky. It's like Child's Play.
I think I'm getting the song. Dude, this thing is making me go crazy as like a real human being.
This is incredible.
Wait. Okay, got it. So the first one is triangles, shapes, circles, squares.
I thought you were gonna say circles, shit. Triangle shit. I was like, what? Why is it saying that?
So flustered. Everywhere we see shapes everywhere. So it's simple rhyme scheme.
Okay,
I think this is the second one. I need to listen to it though now because it did not play.
It's picking up a little bit now. No, never mind. It's only when you're talking. It's like picking it up.
Oh my god, I'm still fucking furious at this right now. Like, stop making me look stupid. Okay, A, B, C, D, come and play a game with me. That was like another one of its little phrases. 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Upload your score. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're great.
Oh, ew, what?
Thank you.
I mean, like,
1, 2, 3, 4. Upload your score.
Works.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're great.
It technically
it makes my skin crawl.
It technically works, but the fact, you can't. Don't like. Why couldn't they just come up with 2 other words? Why couldn't they just come up with 2 other words before 9 and 10? Or was the goal to count up to 10? And I don't understand. Now I'm starting to understand why you're frustrated. Like
that's what I'm like. You didn't have to do it that way. And now, because I don't mind her musical toys. I want her to have more musical toys, but that. Oh,
but here, let me play out a little scenario for you, right? Okay, imagine you're in the I don't know, what is this, Patel or one of these fucking companies. I don't even know who makes games like in toys anymore or whatever.
Yeah.
Hostess. Yeah. You're in the Hostess factory, right?
Do you mean Mattel?
Yes, thank you.
The Hostess factory making fucking ding dongs because you're such a ding dong.
Exactly. You're in the Hostess factory making toys, right? And you got this toy, somebody's pitching an idea, and they're like, all right, listen, we need a little jingle, right? And then somebody writes it, and they write it, and they're like, all right, we got it done. And then you try to go, oh, hey, but by the way, isn't that the rhyming scheme? It just seems a little off. And then while you're saying that, 4 of the other businessmen are just ripping, railing Coke lines off of the desk and look up at you and go, what? Dude, we're done. We finished it. It's done. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're great. It's fucking done. You know, they're high off they don't fucking care. There's no creative process when they're making these toys. They're like, we had an idea. Fucking do it.
I actually had to check my phone to see if my wife texted me because I actually yelled. I got really heated about that. But I told her, I was like, you don't understand. I can hear it. It's to me, it's like chalk because it's not intentional. I'm not saying you can't play with rhyme schemes and like the greatest artists could do that and go into the next part. But this wasn't doing that. That was just fucking lazy.
No, yeah, it's like the whole when our top 5 worst songs episode, the A B C D E F you and your mom, and it's just exactly. There's something about it that like doesn't feel right.
You're too many. But that I'm so glad I could share that with all of you. I still can't believe this for anybody watching. It was plain music, like the same level that I was talking.
Keep it up.
I don't know
just
how
another
to
one of Mitchell's bits, another Tsuku bit Here we go. Yeah.
I need to understand the science because, dude, this microphone is crazy. But Tyler, do you like beer?
Huh. Is this like a Brett Kavanaugh thing? Are you trying to set me up for like a Brett? I like beer. I love beer.
Do you like beer?
Yeah, I like beer.
You like beer?
You're scaring me.
This guy likes beer.
You're scaring me. Okay, why? Yeah.
I'm gonna start brewing my own beer.
Ah, you're gonna be one of those guys. You have a kid. You break your leg. You start brewing beer.
I already took up golf when I was like a little kid, so I had to start looking for like more hobbies. And I was like, oh, I watched a lot of the Moonshiner show. I was like, well, I don't want to go to jail.
I thought you were gonna say I've already did golf when I was young, so I gotta find out just another way to be more boring. How can I? So I thought,
have less interesting things to talk about. How can I be
more 60 years old? Yeah.
Well, also try to be a rapper.
I'm constantly trying to be 60 years old, and I just can't seem to break that barrier. No, that's awesome. You have to send me. I don't know if you can legally send me some, but
yeah, if I can, I will send you like a bottle. Because what I did was I went on Amazon because obviously they're gonna have everything, and they have this 5-gallon like plastic jug. And reading the reviews, a lot of people that were like giving it good reviews were people who were like, "Hi, I am like a current brewer. Like I actually do this for a profession. I decided to try this out as a little hobby at home to see how good it is." If you're just getting started and want to try it out, yeah, you could absolutely make like a good beer at home that you can enjoy. Like there's more advanced stuff you can do, but if you follow the instructions correctly, and they were even saying realistically, wait 3 weeks, not like a couple days like the instructions said. So tweaking it with a few of those things, I also decided I want to make something, when I say original in terms of not just the pre-whatever mix that they're going to send me. So,
no,
Tyler.
I do not want your weird Mitchell yeast beer, if you know what I mean. I don't want that. Oh, what?
You don't think it would so?
Well, I mean, maybe. What's the odor like? No, wait.
You get to guess what flavor beer I'm going to make for my first batch.
Okay. Can I ask one question? Okay.
Yes. I'll allow 2 questions.
Okay.
Like,
all right. Since you're giving me 2, I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Okay.
Is it a fruity flavor?
No.
Okay. Perfect. So that knocks out a bunch of shit. And second question. Is it sweet?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Oh, I should have saved myself for one more question. Because I'm going to ask one. You don't have to answer it, but I'm going to read your face when I ask it, okay?
Okay.
Is it silly? Is it like a silly flavor? Is it a bit goofy?
I'll even tell you this one. No, actually.
All right, yeah, like, I could tell. You didn't even have to I could tell by your face.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's not like a cotton candy or a bubble gum. I'm like, I want to make something that's actually going to be enjoyable.
Brown sugar cinnamon beer.
Is that your final answer?
My final answer.
No, but now I'm actually interested to see how that would taste.
Me too.
French toast.
Oh, bro, cinnamon, dude! I was right.
That's what I was like. That's
there.
what I was like. Damn, because I actually
it's brown sugar cinnamon. That's basically the same shit.
No, that I was like, okay, that was pretty close, not bad. So what I did was I looked up, and I'm actually partially using ChatGPT. So I'm using the Turbo, I think, because I have the paid, and there's
I'm
like
sorry. Sorry, I don't mean the yeast, beer, bread, French toast. That's perfect. That's a perfect flavor to do. But go on. I'm sorry.
Exactly. So what I pretty much told it was like I took a bunch of the instructions from the company. I think it's Mr. Beer, not sponsored, but
Mr. Beer
knows. So I took some of the instructions that they had, put it into ChatGPT, took instructions from other home brewers on what they recommended, put it into ChatGPT, and was like, I want to create my own recipe, asked it what I needed, and then I literally was like looking online and saying, okay, what is the best quality of this? What is the best type of butter flavor to get? Because like right off the bat, I was like, okay, vanilla beans and cinnamon sticks. I want to use actual vanilla beans and cinnamon sticks. Ooh. But what I learned was a lot of the places that make really good ones they'll also use extract. So I'm like, all right, I feel like if I'm still using the quality ingredient, if I also use extract, I don't feel like as bad about it.
No, because I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of extracts are still natural. It's just that
it's literally the extract of that flavor.
Exactly. It's just the condensed version. So it's like one cinnamon stick will probably not get you the flavor of cinnamon that you're looking for. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But you throw one cinnamon stick in there, you can advertise it as all natural cinnamon stick in my, you know what I mean? Like,
also true. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, that's it. You could do that. But yeah, no, I that's sick, man.
But so I have most of the ingredients in. I'm waiting for the actual kit itself, and then the actual, I think it's like the barley that I'll be using. But dude, it was super cool because it became like different ones are like, oh, this will give you a caramel flavor. This will give you a toffee flavor. This will give you a chocolate flavor. So I'm like, oh, let me try this one, and then I'll use this kind of maple syrup.
Interesting. Now I can see how these like microbrews and stuff, like the brewers out here, especially in Oregon, they're on every fucking corner. Now I can kind of see where they're like, oh, here's our chocolate caramel stout, you know, and it's like probably because they use those specific hops and stuff.
And there's a website too that you can go on, and everyone like can just upload the recipes, and you can sort by French toast beer. They'll give you a bunch of different ones, and people will have the different recipes, the hops, the amount of hops they use, the temperature they keep the water at. So very excited to try it out, see how it goes. It feels like something would be fun to do.
Hell yeah. Give some to Aries, see how she feels about it. Get her opinion on it.
You have to make some non-alcoholic.
What? So, by the way, I did want to make... I have an exciting, cliffhanging, full circle moment. No, it's about what you just said. I just realized something. But before I do that, I want to make one little comment and say that even though we're a half an hour into this, I should have mentioned Mitchell's... I guess internet is doing a weird thing today, so his camera is a little bit lower quality, and there may be a few glitches here and there, but for the most part, this shouldn't be too noticeable. Just wanted to make that clear if you're finding like, wait, what happened to that part or some shit. And also, we need to take a break for a word from our sponsors.
Are you tired more often than not, but then have trouble sleeping at night? It's an actual living hell that I wish I could escape, but alas, there is no escape. Satan has you. But luckily, there's Schmumbly Gum, a delicious, long-lasting gum that is just bound to get you smiling. The FDA is aware of our product in some capacity, and that should be good enough for you. This product is in no way affiliated to or associated with Fumbly Gum. Fumbly Gum did not exist. You made it up. You have Alzheimer's, but you keep forgetting. This is all a reality you've created to live with the pain. Wake up.
Hi, Link. I know
Even
you're tired.
I heard him. So I could hear your fucking cat from the floor. You weren't fucking with me, right? Like,
no,
you couldn't
I'm
hear
not
this?
No, I promise I was not fucking with you.
Because you realize how crazy it is to me. I'm like, the speaker's on the front.
No, I understand.
And
No, it was blowing my mind. I was genuinely like, I couldn't believe what was happening. All right, so to drop the mind-blowing knowledge that I was going to say before.
Let's get it.
You're going to love this. Dave Franco also brews his own beer and was in a TV show.
Really?
Yeah, not about him brewing beer, but he was in a TV show where he brewed beer.
Jesus Christ.
But I think he does also brew his own beer.
Hilarious.
So you're just falling in line, buddy. Sorry, we all find our stereotypes.
Speaking of fun hobbies, what
Speaking
would your
of fun
hobby
stereotypes.
be? Once you're uber rich, what's like that crazy hobby that you want to try, but you're like, I can't now. It wouldn't make sense financially. There's no way I could get into it. But that you're like, if money wasn't an option, this is the hobby I would absolutely be investing in.
You know, I guess it's not really about money, interestingly enough. It's more about the time that money would afford me to do the thing. That's fair. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because the thing I want to do isn't, well, not even want to do. It's just the thing that I feel like I would, I don't know how to put it. I feel like getting into boxing would be really fun and interesting.
Yeah, especially like that, right? And honestly, even to have a boxing coach, to be at the gym, that's
do
still...
it seriously. Exactly. Like, actually have the money to hire a coach, be at a gym 4 or 5 days a week, do that type of shit. But that's so much like time and effort to put into something that I'm not at a financial state to want to do that, or at a place where I'm like, hey, I'm just going to put everything else I'm doing in my life on the back burner and invest in boxing, you know, like, yeah, that. So I think, I don't know, that's something I think I'd be interested in. I also, it sucks. It's such a catch-22 because I honestly think that guns are really cool. But I also hate them and think they're terrifying and that no one should own them.
Very split on that.
Yeah, it's very interesting because it's like, I think like, because whenever I play a game, like I've been playing that X Defiant recently, we've talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Whenever I see the weapons in that type of game, or like Ready or Not, I've been playing that, and they have the really extensive like attachments, and you can see all the intricate parts. I'm just like, this is sick. I don't know if it's just that little part of me that's like obsessed with like intricacies, like Lego and like Bionicle.
How a bunch of little pieces come together to build like like a full
like
rifle.
A transformer. Fucking it looks like a fucking transformer that can shoot a bullet. You know what I mean? And I'm like, this is sick. And like it's.
Plus, it's not like we haven't been conditioned since we were kids to like want to unlock weapons and get cool customizations to add on to it. Shit, we did that with cars, Need for Speed.
Yeah. Do you know that there's literally ASMR videos of like reload sounds from video games? Because I feel it too. When I hear a certain from a video game, I'm like, oh, that hits.
Yeah. When they get really authentic with the whole
yes.
yeah.
Or even just
the
clip of a mag going in. Fucking, oh my God. Like, oh, it's so good. That sound. But
you are
again,
your dad's son.
No, but again, like, I hate them. Like, I think, like, what they're used for is so fucking useless and dumb, and it's stupid, and it's like, there's so many guns in the world. It's fucking insane. But it's like, I get it. I think there's even a comedian. Is it Jim Jeffries? Is that the Australian guy? Is that his name?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
I might be messing up his name.
God, I fucking hope so, because I said that confidently as shit.
But yeah, I think it's him who had a joke about it where he's like, there's only one argument to being a gun owner. They're fucking cool. That's it. That should be the only reason. If you have a reason beyond that, you're a psychopath. But if you just think they're cool, all right, cool.
All right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that's
you passed the vibe check.
Yeah,
you passed the. And I think people like that, they're going to be more responsible individuals. But again, it's such a big topic.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, we don't have to go down that rabbit hole. Like I would say, I guess the whole reason I brought that up is because I would say, like, if I had a bunch of money, I'm worried that a part of me would get into guns, you know? But also, there is a part of me that believes if you have a bunch of money, you probably should own at least one gun. I think there's certain things where it's like necessity. Like, yeah, we're just in the shit now. It's not that, like, because that's how I feel.
The thing, right? At this point, it's not like there is like a realistic option for everyone to just give them up.
Yeah,
like that's
stop,
the only
stop
thing
all the crime.
Again, and that's regardless of what side you're on.
Yeah.
You have to be realistic. There's no way you're gonna. I guarantee you, nobody's going down into the South and taking guns away from them boys. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna happen.
Even though they keep saying that they are, and acting like they are, nobody is actually going down there and pulling those guns from their hands.
The hobby that I would get into if I was like money or time wasn't like a problem, swordsmithing. I would want to make the coolest like.
It's like a similar level here. It's like a.
I know, yeah. I noticed that there's a lot of correlations here where I want to be able to like make the cool anime swords and be like, okay, make Zabuza's blade from Naruto. Yeah, I just think swords are fucking cool. It's just cool to fucking have them. And at least with that, like, you can do like fencing or homie Tyler we went to high school with. I know he does the Renaissance fair, like not jousting, but the actual sword dueling.
Yeah, well, that's becoming a subcategory, which, by the way, I apologize to everyone at home. Your audio is still coming through clean as hell, but your video is, I don't know what is happening. No, your audio is fine.
Listen, you're getting one or the other. I was like, do I touch it? Do I touch it?
No, I don't think so. I think you're good. I think. But no, that's actually, I believe, has become a subcategory of the UFC. It's an actual like fighting thing where like knights
That's gangster.
get in full armor.
I've seen videos of it. I didn't know what that was from, but I'm like, that's fucking cool. And part
sick.
of it, I'm watching Game of Thrones right now.
Okay.
I know. It's the new show everybody's talking about. Well, no, I'll say I've always wanted to have my own forge and build swords and stuff like that. But Skyrim. This has definitely helped. Yeah, Skyrim again. Because again, like creating a glass sword. Obviously not like actually out of glass, but to like replicate the glass sword from...
Or even actually making a glass sword. Not even to it's not like you could ever use it on anything.
Just to create... I mean, honestly, that would probably look really cool. There's a guy who used... it was some kind of plastic, but he kept filing it down super thin, and it looks almost invisible on the light, like from at an angle.
Oh, that's cool.
And it actually cuts really well. And
that's
again, stuff like that. I think swordsmithing is such a cool hobby. But again, it takes a lot of time, and it is, from what I've seen, forges are kind of expensive, and you need like a good space where you're not going to burn your house down.
And I can imagine there's a lot of wasted materials. Like if you fuck up a sword, like, I mean, maybe you could just melt down the metal again, but you got to be wasting something.
Yeah, you're definitely probably losing some, especially being new into it. I got to imagine that's kind of... You almost probably have to get in through somebody. Like somebody has to be like, I want to teach you. I want to take you on as an apprentice. You know, I'm sure there's some kind of trade school for it. But again, it's very specific. So I'm sure, you know, they're not going to have that in every, you know, like Idaho's remote cities aren't going to have that. You know,
actually, those might be the only places that have that.
Actually, yeah, that you might actually have somebody who's doing that. But that's definitely the thing that right off the bat I would love to get into. And I think the other thing I would do is I would absolutely find a manga artist that I would be like, okay, I want you to be like my person that does like all my manga. Like I want to write out the stories, and I want to hire you to be like the actual like illustrator for it.
Argument. That's less of a hobby. Now you're funding your business. You're funding your second business now.
Well, it's because I'm willing to put money into it, even if it doesn't make me money. Like,
okay, I see what you're saying. You still want it to be your hobby, even if it's not.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, there could be like 5 people that are reading this, and they're still like, sir, it costs you $1 million a year to run the company. Do you still want to do this? And I'm like, increase our sales by 2. I don't know. But no, yeah, I'm
okay, that's fair. Okay, even on that level, I'll even admit, like, because I can't necessarily say this is like a hobby, but if there's something where it's like, hey, if you had the money to fund something like a project, a fun thing that you just want to do as like a hobby, quote unquote, I wish if I had the money to just like take me and Audrey and put us up in a secluded like cabin in the middle of the woods for like 3 months, and I just wrote a novel, I'd fucking love that. That'd be awesome. Like, even cut off from the world. Like, yes, we have internet to like watch movies, TV shows, keep up. But
and
like,
our podcast. But we still do our podcast.
We still do our podcast, of course. But there's like no social media, nothing, like just straight, just like other art that I can consume and books that I try to write. I'd fucking love that. Because yeah, every time I try to get into writing, it's more of like like, I don't know, it's something about like the rest of the world that keeps me from doing, because I'm kind of like, not the rest, I'm not blaming the rest of the world, I'm saying like it's kind of like knowing that, well, hey, I really do want to work on my music, and I really do want to work on my games.
There's so many other things that are like you could be doing. Yeah,
and spending time with my girlfriend, spending time with my friends and like family, and doing this podcast and doing these things where I'm like, well, if I try to invest time in it, that's just another thing that I'm adding on. So it's not even a hobby anymore. It feels like another thing that I'm adding on to So it's like, all right.
Went from a hobby to time getting Robbie.
To a naughty, yeah. A nobby, if you're British. All right, guys, before we wrap up this episode here, we're going to do a new little segment where we recommend stuff to our viewers and listeners. It might be anything from a new movie to a video game, food, whatever it might be. I will go first. I I actually highly recommend the Netflix show Tires that's recently come out. It's stars Shane Gillis. Funny enough,
I just saw the. I guess he caught like a preview for that. I was on Netflix and I hovered over that, and I was like, that looks really funny.
It's fucking funny. It has, I think Amanda would be into it too, because it has an Office vibe. It doesn't do like the interviews, like talking heads type thing that The Office does, but it has that kind of shaky cam documentary, very open, and
life of an office worker kind of feel.
Yeah, but it's in a tire workshop, auto shop, you know, and they push. Like, I know some people say this about shows and it's like, ooh, but they actually do push the limit of what I think you could probably get away with on TV nowadays with like the jokes they make and the things they say about like races and certain types of people and things like that. But it's in a way that you know that they're wrong. It's media literacy. It's, you know what I mean? It's like if you
they're making fun of it by doing it. Yeah, exactly. Yes. It's the, oh my god, they're doing it. It's like, that's the point. Like, this is a joke. Everybody laughs at this because it's not what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly. Like, Shane Gillis's character is an idiot and an asshole in the show.
Like, so Michael Scott.
That's the point. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you wouldn't do what Michael Scott does. You laugh at it. It's funny. That's the point. It's not real. Doesn't actually exist.
Which I also love when they're like, oh, they couldn't get away with doing all the stuff that they're doing on The Office today. It's like, do you not watch television today? Yeah. Do you not watch commercials today?
Have you ever watched anything?
Yeah. Have you?
Did you have a recommendation for our viewers this week?
I do. I have a recommendation, and this is actually just based on, it's a fantastic YouTube channel. I've followed it for a little while now, and something that I like to have on in the background when I'm working sometimes, or there's just occasionally some really great stories and I want to follow up on it. Anybody who is a comic fan, Marvel, DC, Invincible, anything like that, Comics Explained does a fantastic job of taking a comic. For example, the one that got me into this was Dark Knight's Metal, which is a story about if Batman snapped, kills the Joker, and then becomes a Batman-Joker hybrid.
And joined a hardcore band?
It's kind of funny because they make a lot of metal references later on. And then, like, Superman grows his hair really long and has, like, a half-robotic arm. But anyways... Sick. I will say this, it's such a super fucking cool comic, and it's one of those, it spans across the entire DC universe, so like everybody gets affected by it.
Spider-Man.
But if things like
Deadpool,
oh my god, if things like
Luke
that
Skywalker.
interest you, so if you are a fan of comics, you want to catch up on comics and have somebody pretty much go through the stories with you, fantastic. He has these full stories. Some of them are like 4 hours long, some are 12 hours long, because he'll go through like the entire history of the Incredible Hulk, and he'll start with the beginning up until current. Ooh. So highly recommend Comics Explained for anybody that has an interest in comics, wants to read them, maybe doesn't have access to buy them, but wants to follow, somebody. I think he does a really great job in talking about what's happening. Great narration. And also it's really cool that he'll give insight if there's a character that, jumps up and he goes, oh, this character is from edition number 52 of Batman. He was actually so-and-so's cousin. And it's like, oh, that's cool backstory.
Interesting. You want to try this, Choom? Black Lace. Real good stuff. Keep you on your toes. Choom. You didn't even get to the part of the game I'm referencing yet, and you've played it for like 50 fucking hours. Just play the game, dude. Play the fucking game, please, so we can talk about the story that you're not playing.
Bro, I think I'm up to like, I don't even know how many hours, and I still have not gone past that. Like, I almost started the next mission too, because there's two missions you get. There's that one where you go off with Jackie to do the heist on Maelstrom, and then there's also the one with the girl where you go into the memory. Haven't done that.
Okay, I will admit the memory one always makes me go, fuck, god damn it. Because I always I forget you have to do that mission, but they let you skip the part where they like hold your hand through like the whole fucking BD. Okay. Yeah, they finally added a skip for that because that was a fucking nightmare. But
yeah, but other than that, I have not progressed in the story.
I like it You're saying that you're about to go do the heist with Jackie. No, you're not. There's 4 missions that you have to go to the base to get the actual steelhead to get into the like you're not not even close to doing the heist yet. Like, and that's the mission I'm referencing.
I talked to Jackie.
I'm referencing a mission that's 20 minutes into the game. That's why I'm fucking laughing at you.
And like when he says like 50 hours, like it's up there. Like I have been, because I decided I was like, I want to get as high as I can as a level. Originally, because I wanted to try to defeat Atom Smasher in that first like meeting with him. But then everyone's like, you can, but you kind of soft lock your game and it doesn't actually like progress. And I was like, oh, so it's not like you can if you got really, really, really strong and tried
it gave
really
you an alternate
hard.
ending or something. Yeah.
Exactly. So now I'm like, okay, so at least my goal is to pay off my debt so I can buy this Vendestrians.
Sandevastan.
Exactly. Stan Devastan.
Do you have enough street cred? You need max street cred to get a Sandevastan. Or like a 25.
It's my. Oh, I will say I'm at like 14 or 15.
Oh, okay. You might be able to get like a lower tier one, because I think I didn't even realize there's actually lower tier ones, and then eventually once you get max credit and like max level and all, you can get like one that stops time up to like 99% or something, because it only stops time up to a certain percentage. It's like 70% is like
I see.
the highest one I have so far. But it's funny. The funniest thing I thought that happened throughout all this is when you had texted me and you were like, bro, I'm destroying this game right now. And you had, because you hadn't even played the first mission yet, and you were like, I think you were up to like level 11 or something, and I was like, hey man, I think later missions might give you more XP because I've played half the time you have and I'm level 23.
Yeah, that's when I realized this grinding actually was not beneficial, and I was like
you will be able to steamroll through that first part of the game for sure, I think. I would assume.
Oh, yeah, because I will say this, like my sword, I have like an orange legendary sword with good components. I have a lot of mitigation damage on my armor and bonus damage on high level threat enemies. And like what I'm doing now is like I'll go up to like a group of like 4 of them standing around with my sword and just like take them all out.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god. Dude, once I'm telling you, bro, when you unlock the Sandevastan, and because right now I'm kind of doing late stage. Damn, I forgot what his name was. David. Doing a late stage David build where I have the Sandevastan, but I also have the arm cannon from the first character. Yep. And dude, literally, if there's a group of 3 or 4 people in a room, I can activate the Sandevastan, shoot an arm cannon, slow down time, and like shotgun the remaining people's heads, and then go back to the spot that I was in, and it's like nothing happened, and then all of them just explode. And it's the cool. Like, I wish the thing that I really need them to add is a real-time camera. Like, if they could show you what you did with your Sandevastan in real time,
cool.
Dude, like, oh my god, because that's my favorite
question.
Scene. Sorry, go ahead.
When he goes behind, shoots them all, goes back. Yeah, to be able to see that in real time would be insane. Yeah, you see
that
it all.
Scene, sorry, real quick, that scene where David is talking with that guy. I think I even talked about this in our review, but he's talking with that guy and he's like having a moment where he like dodges his thing and flips over him and he's like, I know, fuck you, Choom, and blows his head off. But then it shows what actually happened and it's like, and that's it. Like it happened in like half a second.
So when you use a Sandevastan and then you shoot somebody while it's activated, is it moving in slow motion once it releases?
No. So you actually, all of your weapons and shit still works in real time, which is nice.
Gotcha. Okay, so if you fire and time is slowed down, it's moving at the same speed you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's why, you can just completely like fucking devastate a room, and then wait, is San Devastan? Never mind. I was like, wait, is that a fucking anagram for
devastation?
But no, it's. I haven't played it in a little bit because I've been playing X Defiant and Ready or Not and like a couple other games. I've been cycling through a few games, and we have to play Helldivers again. We gotta jump back on that. But
gotta dive back in.
Hell no. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. I think that about wraps up this episode of the Neon Valley Podcast. We appreciate you being here. If you want to, and you should, you know what? Even if you don't want to, go and follow us over on that Reddit at Neon Valley Pod. Make sure to join our Discord. Links in the description as always. Follow us on Twitter, all that good nonsense. And Patreon. We also, when we are able to, release little extra bits. I'd like us to start doing some Patreon specific stuff soon, like little episodes, little playthroughs of games, stuff like that. Who knows? I don't know, man. But make sure to join that. Next episode will be posted on Thursday, where we are reviewing Reservoir Dogs. So get excited for that, everyone. And
Reservoir Dogs.
All right. Do you want to say anything to the beautiful people before we go on your laggy camera?
My beautiful people.
Sound like Obama.
Be sure to buy Tsuku's French toast beer. My beautiful people. What I'd like to tell you all today, my fellow Americans, what we have experienced is nothing short of a miracle. Now, let me tell you, I know a thing or two about miracles, all right?
Dude, that's not bad. Just the audio, if you're not looking at you, like, dude, like, that's actually, like, that's pretty good. Yeah. Don't buy this. No, don't buy his beer.
Don't listen to him.
Donald.
The Neon Valley Podcast is the podcast for you and me. Okay.
Podcast is trash. It's never been good. Never a good podcast.
Back to his old antics, but you will not sway us from our journey.
This is the dumbest bit we've ever done.
Thank you, America.
Fuck you, America.